So if you are planning to buy from China yourself, there are some apps that you can actually use. If there is something I've realized after coming to China, that is, for you to make the best profits or the most profits, you have to be buying in large quantity, because most of the manufacturers here, they would only sell to you at a very, very low price if you're buying in large quantity, really, because they don't have the time to be selling in small quantities. So you have to be buying in large quantity. But then if you're planning to start a business and you want to buy in small quantity because you don't really know what is going to sell, or you just want to try out, like you want to try out this business, or you want to start up a business and you want to buy in small quantity, I get you, because really you don't want to be paying anyone to assist you with the buying, because you're not buying in large quantity and you won't really be making much profit. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how you can buy from China yourself without the help of anyone. Maybe the only thing you might need someone to help you do is to help you exchange currency from your own currency to the Chinese yuan, because you have to pay the suppliers in Chinese yuan. And yes, I won't be talking about Alibaba or AliExpress. I'll be talking about like other ways or other app that you can buy from, and you can buy at a very, very good price. And then you can buy at low MOQ. You can even buy one piece, two piece, three piece, depending. And that's what I'll be talking about in this video. I'm really excited about this video, and please feel free to subscribe to my channel. It's going to go a long way. Like your subscription, your like, your comment is going to go a long way to encourage me to continue to put video out there on my channel. So thank you very much for subscribing. I really, really appreciate it. So without further ado, let's get started. So if you are planning to buy from China yourself, there are some apps that you can actually use and still buy these goods at very good price, because the app is actually for Chinese people, and they would sell like one piece of item, two piece of item, and then their price is also very, very affordable. So you as well, regardless of the country you are, you can buy from this app, and then you can ship the goods using a shipping company or any reliable shipping company to your desired location, and you can choose to like resell these products, right? But then as well, you can as well, if you have a contact of any supplier, you can buy from them directly. But then you can as well use any of this app I'm going to mention in this video to do the buying yourself. Especially if you're still starting up, really, you can use any of these apps to do the buying yourself, and then you can ship the goods to your desired location. So I'm not going to be talking about Alibaba or AliExpress, because I feel like for Alibaba, there are so many traders on the Alibaba platform and their prices are a bit higher. But then Alibaba is more convenient because it is written in English, like you can understand what is being said. But then the app I'm going to be talking about, or some of the apps I'm going to be talking about, they are in Chinese, so you have to translate yourself. But I think one of them, you can translate it from the app directly, and then you can understand what is being said or what you want to buy. But then if you want to buy in large quantity, feel free to reach out to me. I can help you with the sourcing, and I would also guide you to ship the goods to your desired location. The first app I'm going to be talking about is 1688. So 1688 is a Chinese e-commerce website that specializes in selling varieties of items, and it is a retail website, so you can choose to buy different products from 1688. Although 1688 is written in Chinese, but then you can choose to use Google Translate to be able to understand what the seller is talking about. These are some of the things you have to know about 1688, right? 1688 is written in Chinese, as I said earlier, but then you can use Google Translate to translate to English. Then secondly, you would have to pay for shipping fee from the supplier's warehouse, so the shipping company warehouse you want the goods shipped to. But then there are some sellers that would ship to you for free, maybe if there is a promo or if there is discounts. But then really there are some suppliers that would ship to you for free, so you just have to like check and see if they offer free shipping. But then some of them will charge you to ship your goods to your desired location from their warehouse. And then also note that you can buy one piece of item from a supplier or from a seller, but then there are some sellers that will tell you that you need to buy like two pieces or three or five, depending, to be able to buy the item. But for most of them, you can just buy one item from that particular seller. And then note that on 1688 you can be scammed as well. So just make sure that you try to like check reviews to make sure that the supplier you're buying from has very good reviews. Like check to see people that have purchased from that supplier before you can check to see their pictures. And then as well, you can also chat the supplier up. You can ask them questions if you want. So you can also like translate to Chinese, type and then translate to Chinese, and then you can communicate with the suppliers. If you're buying on 1688, just make sure you check picture reviews of people that have previously purchased from that supplier so that you don't fall victim and you're not scammed, because most of the time you can't really see those pictures exactly or those items exactly as they are. Like for clothes, you can't really like feel those clothes and see how the texture is. So you can only know, or you can only like have an idea of how the texture is by looking at people that have previously purchased from that supplier. So feel free to like check reviews, picture reviews, especially of people that have purchased from that supplier before, and then know if that material or that product is actually good or not, and then you can go ahead to buy. So if you want me to make a separate video talking about how to buy on 1688, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below and I will gladly do that. So the second app I'll be talking about is my favorite, and to think that I've never used this app before coming here is just amazing because it's now my favorite app, and that is Pinduoduo. So I love Pinduoduo app, and most of the things I get here in China, like most of the things I use, I get them on Pinduoduo app. Pinduoduo app, like 1688, is a Chinese e-commerce website that sells lots of items. But then there are lots of retailers on Pinduoduo app, so you can get one item. Like most of the suppliers are retailers, so you can get even one item from the Pinduoduo app. But then one thing I love about Pinduoduo is your goods can be sent to you for free. So you can send the goods from the supplier you're buying to the shipping company warehouse for free. Like for me, most of the time when I purchase any goods on Pinduoduo, it is being sent to my location for free, so I don't have to pay for the shipping. All I have to do is to pay for the cost of the goods. And then Pinduoduo, like 1688, is written in Chinese, so you have to screenshot and translate on Google Translate to be able to understand what the seller is saying. And then like 1688, try to make sure that you check picture reviews of people that have previously purchased from that supplier, because like I said earlier, if you're getting something like clothes, you can't really see if the quality is good or not. So just try to make sure you check picture reviews so that you don't get items and then the quality is not good. And then one thing I love about Pinduoduo again is that you can always ask for a refund if the goods is not of good quality. You can send it back to your supplier, but that will only happen if you are in China. So you can always like send the goods back to your supplier and then they will refund the money to you. But then if you did not receive the goods at all, you can ask for refund and then they would send the money back to your Alipay account. So you have to link your Pinduoduo accounts to your Alipay or your WeChat account to be able to make payments. And then the payment is in RMB because that is how you can pay the Chinese suppliers, because that is their currency. So the last one on the list is Taobao. So the Taobao, unlike 1688 and Pinduoduo, Taobao can be translated to English. So if you're using the Taobao app, you don't even have to download the Taobao app. You can use it directly on your Alipay app. So if you go to the Alipay app, you have to go to the mini programs and then search for Taobao, and then you see the Taobao app. So because you can translate Alipay to English, you can also translate the app to English. So you can search for items you want to buy on the Taobao app, and then you can make payments directly on the Alipay account. Try as well to check reviews of people that have purchased from the supplier before you buy these particular items, and then your Taobao will be linked to your Alipay account because you're buying directly from Alipay just under a mini program. You know, on Alipay there are so many mini programs, like you can use Didi, you can use so many apps on the Alipay app itself, right? So these three apps, if you want me to like talk about them separately, how to download, how to create accounts, how to like search for suppliers, and then how to check for good suppliers, if you want me to make separate videos about each of these apps, let me know in the comment section down below and I will gladly do that. There are other apps as well that specialize in different things. Like there are some apps that specialize in electronics, they specialize in phone, they specialize in laptop, and then the other apps that specialize in second-hand products. So if you want me to talk about those apps as well, I can talk about those apps as well. If you want to book a one-on-one section with me for me to guide you in your mini importation journey, feel free to reach out to me and I will gladly do that. If you also want to exchange your currency to RMB, feel free to reach out to me. The link will be down in the description and I will gladly assist you. And then if you want me to assist you with shipping as well, feel free to reach out to me and I will gladly do that. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Always remember that God loves you and it is His will you live an exciting life. You have an amazing day. Lots of love, Oluchi. Bye.